So how many of y'all commute to campus? That's a very good amount. So I do as well. And I know the last thing that comes to my mind while I'm thinking about whether or not I'm going to get to class on time, that midterm that I have today, or even the speech today. Last thing I think about is having car trouble. And however, even though we wish it doesn't happen to us, at some point in time it does. In 2013, Cal State LA Factoid said that around a little over 23,000 students enrolled as first years here, and it said that over 90%, about 90% of first years commute to campus because they didn't want to pay for housing. And a blog I read online said that over 22 million flat tires occur per year. And in most cases, you can just call AAA. If you have AAA, they'll come out, change your tire for you, you're off on your way. But if you don't have AAA or if you don't have cell signal, you're kind of in a slump and you'll be kind of stuck. Yeah. So my thesis is that after this presentation, you'll have a better understanding of how to change a tire, so you won't have to rely on someone else to help you out when you have a flat tire. Okay. So things you'll need. You'll need a universal wrench. It has 4 different size tips for depending on the size of your lug nuts that go attached to your tire to keep it in place. You'll need a floor jack or a portable floor jack, it's normally just known as a floor jack. You'll need a spare tire, of course, because you can't patch your own tire. And then all of these tools are normally in your trunk under your floor liner, so you have most time to just pick it up, and they'll be all there. Step 1: if let's say you're on the freeway or you're on the street, either way, never just stop there and try to change it because you're stopping traffic and it's not safe. So it's better just to pull off to the side, to a safe area, and then park your car there, put your emergency brake on, so your car will roll away. Once off the road, use your floor jack. There's going to be like a little slit on the creasing of your car to where you can lift it. You get this part of the floor jack is going to be you use your lug wrench. Depending on the size, you find out which size it is out of the 4 tips, because they're not all the same, whether it's a little car like a Prius or a truck. You align the studs of the wheel hub to where the holes are on the tire, and you place it on the studs, keep it in place. You start slowly putting the lugs on by hand. It's suggested that it's easier to do it by hand at first, so the wheel won't go in crooked, so it won't be wobbling while you're on the road. And once all the lugs are tight or firm, use lug wrench to give that last tightening, so it can be properly folded down in place. Step 5: once all your lugs are tightened, once your lugs are all tightened and the tire secured, put your tools in the back. Put your tools and your flat tire in your trunk. You can do this while your car's still in the air, so you won't have to be fidgeting with too many tools all at once. But you should, once your tire is secure, you can just lower it. And then once all your tools are in your trunk, close your trunk, taking your brake off. Once all your tools are in your trunk, close your trunk, taking your brake off, and then you should be off on your way. In conclusion, I went over my thesis, which is you guys would have a better understanding of how to change a tire. Yes, my main points were statistics of how many flat tires occur a year, how many students are involved in these, and the tools you need in the steps. Before I finish the video, here's a few tips. Never change tires slow, because even though you have your e-brake on, your tire can still skid up or downhill, which is, you wouldn't want that because you wouldn't be able to catch up to it. Always carry a flashlight, because if you get a flat tire in the nighttime, you won't be able to see what you're doing unless you have one. So why make things harder? always have roadside assistance kit, which basically it carries a flashlight in it, carries jumper cables, including fork connectivity. Here's a few tips. Never change tires slow, because even though you have your e-brake on, your tire can still skid up or downhill, which is, you wouldn't want that because you wouldn't be able to catch up to it. Always carry a flashlight, because if you get a flat tire during the nighttime, you won't be able to see what you're doing unless you have one. So why make things harder? Always have a roadside assistance kit, which basically it carries a flashlight in it, carries jumper cables, basically all things you'll need for your vehicle in case almost any kind of incident would happen. And lastly, always check your tire pressure, just in case. Check every couple of weeks or so, because you want some leaks tend to be very slow, so you won't know. You end up waking up one morning or waking up and your tire's just flat completely because it's been leaking for about a week or so, but you didn't notice. And here's a funny picture of gentleman. Just doing my face, sir. I've always been a bad driver. I've never been a good driver, sorry. And thank you.